Right now, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a deadly train crash this afternoon in West Virginia. Now, it involved an Amtrak train carrying U.S. lawmakers. KBOI2's Scott Logan has been following this story all day. He's live in the studio to explain the Idaho connection.
Natalie, Representative Raul Labrador and his wife were on board that train when it smashed into a garbage truck. Shortly after the crash, he took to social media with this message. Quote, Becca and I were on the train involved in today's accident. We're both okay and are praying for those injured and their families. We also thank the first responders for their professionalism and care. Labrador was the only member of Idaho's congressional delegation on the train. That train was carrying Republican members of Congress to an annual legislative retreat in West Virginia. Amtrak says the train came into contact with a vehicle on the tracks. One person in the truck was killed. The impact threw train passengers from their seats, but so far, lawmakers appear not to have sustained major injuries.
Quite a shock, quite a collision. Startled everyone. A number of people fell on the floor or in the aisle. The train jerked very hard and then kept going, and then it came to a pretty quick stop, and everybody knew something bad had happened.
Reports say some of the lawmakers on board jumped in to help out the injured, including an Ohio representative who's trained as a battlefield surgeon. House Speaker Paul Ryan was on the train with his family. He called the accident a terrible tragedy and tweeted, quote, "We pray for the victims and their families." And again, Representative Raul Labrador was the only member of Idaho's congressional delegation aboard the train at the time, and he says he's doing okay. Live in the studio, Scott Logan, KBOI2 News.
Now, an Oregon representative tweeted this photo of the aftermath. Take a look. You can see the debris spread near the trucks. Investigators say the force was so strong it knocked the giant garbage bin right off of the truck.
I'll be going, it's in West Virginia, great state. I'll be going there. I'll be going tomorrow, and we'll be together, but it was a pretty rough hit. That's what they all tell me. Spoke to a few of the folks, and they say it was tough.
Now, President Trump had that to say after the crash. He does plan to speak at the summit tomorrow, as he said. It's at a resort in West Virginia. We'll have a live report from the crash site. Later on in this newscast, reporters from our sister Sinclair station are working hard to gather the latest information. Make sure to follow our digital coverage of the crash on idahonews.com and on the KBOI2 News mobile app.